When Maya told me she wanted a break, I thought it was just a rough patch. We'd been together for almost 4 years, and we had plans, real plans. A wedding date, a dream apartment in the city, even a honeymoon fund we'd both been contributing to. But the way she said it, with distant eyes and a quiet voice, I knew something deeper was going on. It didn't take long to find out. There was another guy, a friend from her office who had apparently turned into something more. The betrayal hit me like a storm. I didn't argue. I didn't beg. I just packed a few bags, quit my job, and moved to a new city I'd never even visited before. Somewhere far enough that I wouldn't accidentally run into her at a coffee shop or hear updates from mutual friends. I needed a clean slate. New streets, new people, new everything. I found a tiny apartment above a bookstore and started working at a small design studio. It wasn't glamorous, but it was peaceful. And for the first time in months, I could hear my own thoughts. The city had its own rhythm, slower, quieter, less demanding. I spent my evenings walking around aimlessly, exploring corners and alleyways, stopping by cafes with odd names and friendly strangers. It was during one of those walks that I met Leela. She was sketching the old train station in her notebook, completely lost in her art. I stood there longer than I should have, watching her draw until she noticed me and smiled. Lila was different. She didn't ask about my past right away, and I didn't offer it. We talked about books, movies, travel, and our favorite foods. We laughed a lot. She had this way of making silence feel comfortable, not awkward. Over time, she became my safe place. With her, I wasn't just healing, I was growing. One rainy afternoon, months later, Maya texted me. Just a simple, "Can we talk?" I stared at the message for a long time. I thought about everything, how lost I had felt, how broken and how far I had come. And then I deleted the message. I owed her nothing. The closure I needed had already happened, not through a conversation, but through change, through time, and through a girl who loved to draw train stations. I never replied to Maya. Instead, I walked to the park where Lila liked to sketch and sat beside her in the grass. She looked at me, raised an eyebrow, and without asking, handed me her extra pencil. And just like that, I started drawing my new life, one line at a time. Beside someone who chose me without hesitation,